good afternoon everyone, welcome to Leeds, and after a roller coaster year of Taylor Serrano at Madison Square Garden, of course Lee Wood against Michael Conlan, one of the fights of the year, Canelo against Bivol, Canelo against Triple G, AJ against Usyk, last week Chocolatito against Estrada, all around the world. It ends on Saturday night in Leeds with an unbelievable night of boxing. Of course, Josh Warrington, the IBF featherweight world champion, makes his mandatory defence against Luis Alberto Lopez. A world championship doubleheader, all Australian female fight on the card as well. Tremendous fight, again, for the world title, with Ebanie Bridges against Shannon Courtney. So much more to come, and of course, importantly as well, this is a night with a difference. Not only is it the elite atmosphere of the Leeds faithful, but it's England v France. Kicking off around 2 p.m. in the arena on Before the Bell, on the DAZN platform, and across socials around the world. 7 p.m. we break for England against France, and then 9 p.m. we kickstart again with Felix Cash, Ebanie Bridges and Josh Warrington. This is going to be a wild day of sporting drama. We cannot wait. So many championship fights to talk about on the top table, but also beneath us here, some young fighters looking to make their way, make their name, some looking to put themselves back into world championship contention as well. We're going to start with two local Leeds lads, Corey O'Regan and Kobe McNamara. Welcome, boys. Both sold a huge amount of tickets, Kobe, especially you. Yeah. This is what it's all about for the young Leeds talent, getting a chance through Josh Warrington. Atmosphere going to be unbelievable, and looking forward to a big night for you on Saturday.
Yeah, can't wait for it. I've done over 500 tickets for this Saturday. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to putting a good performance on. Can't wait.
Corey, as well, for you, same. I know that, you know, a number of fights now looking to move into championship contention in 2023, but Josh Warrington paving the way for young fighters from Leeds and Yorkshire as well, and another big night for you on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, I was fortunate to be on in March as well, so when Josh, when he got a title back. So yeah, I mean, the experience is just like, it's what you can imagine, and it's the best stage to be on, so I'm just proud to be part of it again. I'm looking forward to putting a good performance as well.
Thank you, Kobe and Corey. Good luck on Saturday. Another Leeds fighter that is further down the line, I think already one of the top prospects, not just in British boxing, but in world boxing, Hopey Price. Hopey, welcome. Your last 8-rounder on Saturday, and a good fight as well. Always a great opportunity for you to fight in Leeds. I remember your performance at Headingley. It was a great atmosphere there, and the final box to tick on Saturday before you move to championship fights in 2023.
Yeah, you know, the final box to tick before a big 2023, you know, I think this is the last day around there. And yeah, I'm going to stay with performance and looking to put on Saturday night. And then I'll come for all the titles in the Super Bantamweight division in 2023, you know. I wanted to be boxing for a title this time, but obviously with a bit of inactivity or whatever else, so get this one out of the way, and in 2023 I'm definitely going to win belts.
Yeah, I remember when you started with Dave Caldwell, it was a situation of giving yourself an opportunity to learn the sport, but you feel like you've done that now. Yeah. Boxing on some big cards, had a little bit of bad luck with a couple of illnesses and injuries as well, but ready to go full throttle, win on Saturday, and then you believe you're the best super bantamweight in Britain already.
Yeah, definitely, you know, get this one out of the way, and then definitely I think I'm the best super bantamweight in Britain, 100%. I believe Josh has paved the way for us in Leeds, and like you say, when he goes, who's left? And I believe it's me. I believe I'm the next one to follow boxing in the city and carry the flag for us.
I can't wait to see you in action on Saturday night as this man, Junaid Bostan, fastly moving again as one of the top, most exciting young prospects in British boxing as well. Of course, big shout out to your trainer, Grant Smith. I believe it's his birthday today as well. Keep it nice and active, Junaid, as well. Obviously boxed on the Sheffield, so caught everybody's attention. Then boxed in Nottingham, and now finishing the year in Leeds. Been part of some big cards since joining up with Matchroom.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be back, finishing the year on a high. I've had 4 fights this year, I will do on Saturday, and ideally I'd like to get a stoppage, so it's 4 out of 4. I'd be happy days with that. So yeah, we'll wait on Saturday. I'm ready to put on a clinical, fan-friendly performance.
Obviously seeing you getting some great sparring as well, you're learning in the gym as well as on the big stage as well. What does 2023 in the mind of Junaid Bostan look like?
Yeah man, as much as I'm learning in the ring professionally, I'm learning in the camp. Obviously I've been sparring the likes of Abnessian, Troy Williamson, did a few rounds with Pat, Mark the other week. I'm just learning as we go, and obviously I'm delighted I'm only 20 years of age, and we've all been displaying ourselves in the gym and in the ring. I think and now one of your best, if not the best prospect we've got at the moment. Definitely.
You are one of my friends. Two of those in front of me now. Junaid Bostan and Hopey Price, very excited for their future, particularly a huge 2023. Two female fights on before the bell. Start with Rhiannon and Dixon. Rhiannon, welcome. Nice and active for you as well, finally. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Again, some inactivity for you, but now on a good run. You got a good domestic fight on Saturday night, tough fight, step up. Talking to Anthony Crowley, your trainer, about it earlier, and these are the kind of fights you can start to get excited about.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm just trying to get as much experience as I can in the ring, and I'm just really looking forward to putting on a performance on Saturday.
When we talk about title action for some of these fighters, you're right up there for 2023 as well. Commonwealth title and so forth must be part of those plans.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, like I said, just getting experience, and I'm just really enjoying keeping active. Obviously, I had an injury at the start of this year, so I was a bit inactive, but I'm just looking forward to keeping active.
Look forward to seeing you back on Saturday, as we do. Shannon Courtney. Shannon, welcome. Talk about inactivity. It's been a long time. Liverpool seems like a lifetime ago against Jamie Mitchell. I know it's been very frustrating. You've mixed a little bit of celebrity SAS with that as well. I know that was a fun experience, but back to doing what you love, back to fighting on Saturday night, and back to putting your name in World Championship contention.
Yeah, obviously I've had a year out due to having quite a big injury, 2 operations. At one point I was told I'd never box again, so to be back on the big stage straight away, I'm buzzing back home, to be honest.
Obviously, there's so much happening in the bantamweight division. You have your own fight to take care of on Saturday night, and Gemma Rick, who's all action, will come and give it everything again. She has everything to gain on Saturday night, but you can't take your eye off the ball in the division. A huge win for Nina Hughes out in Dubai, beating Jamie Mitchell, who obviously beat you in Liverpool, and of course the big co-main event this weekend. Get through on Saturday night, and it could well be the winner of Saturday or Nina Hughes next.
100%. I'm not going to be ignorant and talk about world titles just yet because I've got to get through Saturday, and Gemma Rick's a good fighter, but I know for a fact 2023 is going to be a very big year for me, and yeah, I'm just going to keep myself to myself, but let's just get Saturday out of the way.
Well, you'll keep yourself to yourself, but we'll also get the victory, watch the England game, and then take your seat to watch a fantastic co-main event between Ebanie Bridges, who you had a tremendous fight for the world title, and Shannon Courtney as well. Can't help but remember this kind of rivalry that similar to you had with Ebanie as well. I want your opinion on that fight, please, and I want to know who you want to win that fight.
I think
No
it's going to
splinters.
be... What's that?
No splinters.
Oh, you can talk. Oh, I sat on the fence. So, I think it's going to be an explosive fight. The styles will gel, just like me and Ebanie did. I think it'll be very explosive from start to finish. I don't mind who wins. Listen, of course, I would like to have down the line, if I was in an ideal world, I get my WBA world title back. Ebanie has her world title, and then we unify again in a massive fight. Big payday for both of us. Massive. The first fight was a huge fight, and the second one will be even bigger. So let's just see what Saturday brings first.
Well, good luck. It's great to see you back on Saturday night. Tremendous atmosphere in Leeds. We go through to our first championship fight at the card. An interesting one between JJ Metcalf and Courtney Pennington. Courtney, we'll start with you. Welcome. Over from Brooklyn. Come with fantastic pedigree as well and a great reputation. This is a big opportunity for you. You're going to love this atmosphere. It is wild. You've never seen anything like you're going to see on Saturday night. JJ Metcalf coming off a great victory in Spain as well recently. This is a huge opportunity for your career.
Absolutely. Number one, I want to thank you for inviting me here, the Zone Boxing, Matchroom, and especially JJ for taking this fight because he didn't have to. Thank you to my team for getting me here. But trust me, I got it from here. I plan on taking this show over. All right, this fight is gonna be like a main event with Judge Warrington and Lopez as my undercard. But I'm gonna show you guys that I'm not going home without that strap. Okay, thanks again.
A risky fight for JJ Metcalf because you do come here without a lot of knowledge from the UK fans. What should they expect from Courtney Pennington on Saturday night? We know you come well regarded from the US, but
Right.
what are you going to bring to Leeds on Saturday?
You know, they have no idea because I'm one of the best junior middleweights in the world. I will show that come Saturday night. They don't know that yet, but we got 2 days, guys.
Let's go, Tim.
JJ, it's what we want, isn't it? You know, I mean, you want these tough fights. I mean, if it weren't a tough fight, it wouldn't be JJ Metcalf.
No.
You know, we've seen so many tremendous fights with you, obviously unlucky against Kieran Conway, fight of the year against Ted Cheeseman, unbelievable performance in Bilbao to beat Kermit Raja, and another tough fight for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, no, I'm not overlooking him at all, and you know, seeing he's just come off a good win, and you know, he's travelled all the way over. He sounds very confident, but you know, I'm confident as well, and I believe I'm going to win it. That was not gone anyway.
How important is this victory for you? Because you've had those defeats, you've come back and got that massive win in Spain, you're well ranked now in the world WBA division and other divisions as well. You can't afford to let this momentum sit now. Good victory for you on Saturday will put you in line for potentially a world title shot in 2023.
Definitely, yeah. You know, I'm not taking my eye off the ball. I'm not going to overlook him either. So I took the fight very seriously, and we've done everything that's been asked of me. So I'm just looking forward to the fight now.
So with JJ Metcalf against Courtney Pennant for the WBA International Light Middleweight title, we go to a young man who again has been inactive, and sometimes his fault, sometimes the fault of the boxing gods, but it's been a very frustrating period through what I believe is one of the best middleweights in the world. And to talk about the performance that he gave us against Denzel Bentley, destroying him in a couple of rounds, and the great performance that Denzel Bentley gave against Janibek, I think Felix Cash is unquestionably an elite middleweight that's ready to go on and challenge for the world title in 2023. Felix, firstly, welcome back. We've still got a couple of days to go, so we cross our fingers. But 8 rounds for you on Saturday night, chance to get rid of the cobwebs and move forward for a massive 2023.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a long time coming, so I hope Saturday night actually happens this time. But listen, I'll go in there on Saturday, get the win list off, and then, like you said, we'll have some big fights in 2023 and get my hands on the world title.
How difficult has it been for you mentally? I mean, I remember you were sick on the first opportunity that had to pass you by. The Eubank Pen card got cancelled. I was worried, you know, after that card. It's like, how much can one man take? It was difficult for you to stay in the gym. Obviously, a great man in Tony Sims around you to keep you focused, but it's been a tough period.
Yeah, it was tough, to be honest with you. At one stage I was like, fuck this, but you know, stay in the gym, stay focused, and like I said, grab it before the end of the year, and we'll make up for last time next year and get some big fights. Mostly I've got a job to do on Saturday night, get this nerves out of the way, and then we'll get some big fights.
Obviously, I know mandatory for the European title. It's a great belt to win. There is an ageing champion there, but obviously moving towards the world rankings and the fight potentially with Ammo Williams. I know you don't know too much about him. He's very outspoken. He's on a plane right now. He's going to be in your face in the ring after the fight, because that's what.
Be careful how close he gets to me.
We will do. You'll get close, but they're the kind of fights we want to see. You know, 2 very talented young middleweights who are top 10 in the world, looking to get a shot at the world title and willing to go for each other.
Like I say, you've got the European title. I think that's going to try to be in December. But to be honest with you, we'll get names out of the way. And like I say, Ammo Williams wants it. He's got a big match, so I'll happily shut him up for him. So, listen, I'm just looking forward to Saturday night, get him out of the way, and then Sunday we'll have a chat and we'll sort out and find him.
To the great performance on Saturday and the appearance of Ammo Williams on broadcast and probably in the ring after as well. We go to the co-main event. I mean, we talk about women's boxing. This is one of the biggest female fights of the year. Of course, it's the biggest all-Australian female fight of all time. And if it wasn't for Ebanie Bridges being so popular here and being located here, it would have taken place in Australia. We won the purse bids, and this time the IBF Bantamweight World Championship between the champion Ebanie Bridges and mandatory challenger Shannon O'Connell. Shannon, I'll start with you. Welcome. It's been a long time coming. Shout out to your team, No Limit guys, and Matt and George Rose, who we'll see this weekend. Your opportunity, you've been grinding for a long time for this. It's finally here, just a couple of days away, to challenge you for the world title in Leeds.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, I'm really happy that we're finally here. It's been a long time coming, a lot of dodging and trying to get around the fight, but we're here now and there's no hiding.
I mean, the build-up's been great. Both of you have really not minced your words as well. It seems to be hotting up the closer that we get. There was always a feel that might stop as we reach the fight, but you're really going full throttle, really. You're standing by your words and you're ready to go to work on Saturday.
Absolutely, I don't have a fake bone in my body, so everything I've said, I've meant.
And one of the things you did say, I just had to point this out because I found it. You said she's not a skanky stripper, she's a skanky wannabe stripper. She is skank, that's for sure, but I've seen strippers that look nicer than her. I mean, this is serious level to this stuff. I wanted just to bring those words to your attention, and this is for real, this fight week. The remarkable thing is you never met before this fight week.
No, but I mean, do you like everyone that you see on TV? Do you like them? You don't have to like everyone that you've met. She's making herself a public figure, and she's putting herself out there to be judged. That's just what happens.
And your feeling is the way that she's done things to get to her position is not the way that you would have done things or have done previously.
Absolutely. I've got morals.
And finally, the fight itself, which, taking the chat away, this is going to be a tremendous fight. Neither of you take a step backwards. I think it's going to be an absolute war. You believe you've got everything that it takes to beat Ebanie Bridges on Saturday night, the front foot, the back foot. You can out-tough her, you can out-punch her, you can do everything you can, and you will become world champion on Saturday.
100%. I've got everything it takes. It literally, she's got nothing over me.
Ebanie, welcome. It's been some remarkable things said backwards and forwards. I know you're no stranger to those as well. You've tried to keep it cool as well. It must be quite difficult when certain things are said to stay cool. I know you've got a job to do on Saturday night, but some choice words, certainly.
Yeah, look, I was brought up sticks and stones can hurt your bones, but words can never hurt you. And honestly, she can say whatever she wants. It's boring. I've been hearing it for years. Like, it's boring. It just bores me, to be honest. But all that matters is in the ring on Saturday night, and that's when she'll find out, I suppose, how serious I take the sport, and how I box, and how hard I hit, and how much I deserve this world title to be a champion.
These are the kind of fights that I know that people in boxing and people that work with you recognise the work that you put in and the amount you're improving as well. But these are the kind of fights that you will get outside respect, industry respect. I know that it's not something that you crave, but it is nice to have, to be recognised as an elite world level fighter.
Yeah,
This is a serious test.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I think Shannon Courtney was my hardest fight, and I'm taking it very seriously. I'm not underestimating it at all. I'm underestimating her at all. I know she's a great fighter, and I know that she's going to come bring it. She wants it. So no underestimation for me. I've done everything we need to do in the gym with Mark and Jimmy, and I'm very confident in my skills, my mind, and what I can do. I just know that belt's going to stay with me, and it's my destiny to be a world champion, to continue to be a world champion and more. So I have faith in myself, in my team, and I just know that I'm okay.
And finally, the fight itself should be a classic. I mean, you don't take a step backwards as well, nor does she. Is that what you expect from you two on Saturday?
I hope so. She wants to sit in the ring with me again, amazing for me. I love that. I love those kind of fights. And it's going to be exciting for the fans. I'm all about entertainment. As much as people don't like it, but some people don't like it. That's what fans want to see. So cool. If we want to do that, whatever. But I'm just looking forward to having my hand raised, and that's it. Really. Doing it in front of Leeds. What an atmosphere! It's going to be incredible. Can't wait to walk out with all the fans and the football. I'm just really looking forward to the night.
Yeah, important to be able to handle that atmosphere. How do you think that might affect Shannon on Saturday night? Because it is a different atmosphere and a very loud one.
Sure, I don't give a fuck. I'm not even thinking about how it's going to affect her. I just know that it gives me life, gives me energy. I might do for her as well. That's good on her, whatever. I'm more focused on me and what I've got to do that night. I'm not really thinking much about her. I've got to just do what I've got to do and get that win.
Well, it's a tremendous fight, the IBF bantamweight affair. Ebanie Bridges against Shannon O'Connell. We go to the main event now. Josh Warrington against Luis Alberto Lopez. I have to say, poor old Josh Warrington, all of a sudden we're going to America, we're doing this, the IBF put this guy on him. And the problem with this guy is he's a talent, he's a great fighter. To the Leeds hardcore, to the casual fight fan, they might think this is Luis Alberto Lopez who we haven't heard of. To the boxing fans, to the people who know the game and the sport, who know the faith that Top Rank have in Luis Alberto Lopez, this is a tough fight. But as we always say to Josh Warrington, this is the last one before the unifications, before those trips away. But standing in front of him is the very dangerous Luis Alberto Lopez. Luis, welcome. You come with a lot of energy here this week. You look very confident. You're ready for a great fight on Saturday.
Bienvenido en primer lugar, Luis. Vienes con mucha energía, con mucha confianza, listo para una buena pelea el sábado por la noche.
Claro que sí, la verdad es que muy contento por la oportunidad más que nada de estar aquí otra vez en Inglaterra, ahora contra el campeón y no vengo a hacer la excepción, no vengo a dar la guerra que siempre suelo dar y no me voy a ir sin ese título a mi casa, ¿no?
So yeah, of course, first and foremost, thanks for the opportunity. It's great to be here once again, and this time to be facing a champion. This won't be the exception. I always come here as a warrior for war, and I won't be going home without that world title.
The atmosphere, you know, I know you're used to some great atmospheres in Mexico, but you've never seen anything like this atmosphere. You're in for a real treat on Saturday night, but you believe you have everything it takes to become world champion on Saturday.
Sí, obviamente has experimentado mucho ambiente de diferentes países, como México, por ejemplo, pero nunca habrás visto un ambiente tan bueno como vas a experimentar el sábado por la noche. Aún así, pienso que puedes llevarte el cinturón a casa.
Claro, la verdad es que confío en mis capacidades, confío en mi preparación, siempre estoy bien mentalizado y vengo a hacer lo que siempre vengo a hacer, ¿no? Vengo a hacer la travesura a los oponentes que ya me ponen y pues no voy a hacer excepción, ¿no? Vengo a arrebatar ese título sí o sí.
Yeah, of course, you know, I come full of capabilities, confident in my preparation. You know, I come to do what I always do, to kind of turn fights on the head and beat opponents when I'm not expected to do so, and that won't be the exception. You know, I'll be winning this title.
And finally, you're very confident of your prediction for Saturday. How do you beat Josh Warrington in Leeds?
Y por último, un pronóstico para la pelea, ¿cómo le puedes ganar a Josh Warrington aquí en Leeds?
Por nocaut, a eso vengo a noquearlo. No sabe de mis capacidades, él solo ve a lo mejor los videos, ve lo que cree que piensa que soy, pero arriba del ring soy otra persona, ¿no? Esperemos que no se encuentre con un verdadero león esa noche.
Yeah, so I'm coming for the knockout, that's what I've come for. He shouldn't believe what he sees on the videos, you know, I'm a completely different proposition when I'm in the ring, and that's what I'm coming to do, I'm coming to win.
Thank you, Luis. Josh, it's a different proposition to what you've seen. He's coming for the knockout. One thing's for sure, this man can fight. This is a tough fight, you've been there, you've done it, you've seen it all. You're back to the fortress on Saturday, and one more box to tick before moving on to what you've always dreamed of. But this fight, a very tough one on Saturday.
Yeah, very tough one. Before we go in, I just want to say thank you for appreciation for Matt in the front. It's nice to get the thank you for the opportunities that they're getting, and that's all I've ever wanted to do, is put Leeds box on the map and give these young fighters opportunities, so do appreciate that, lads. Going on to Louise, yeah, he's full of confidence in it. He's like a fucking kid on whiz, walking around like Ric Flair, woo, woo! You know, he's going to be, you know, full of confidence. He's blasted out a few guys over in the States and in Mexico, but I them guys, I didn't, you know, I feel that I've been in this position all throughout my career. I wasn't meant to get to here. You know, I wasn't meant to win a European title. I wasn't meant to get a world title. I've always been an underdog, and any fight at this level is always going to be an hard fight because he's got himself into mandatory position. It's been some decent guys along the way, but I just don't feel that he's mixed in the same level that I've been in with, and he's certainly not had a fight like me. And he's coming into lines then. You know, obviously he's talked about the atmosphere. Yes, they can't be in the ring with me, but it's a fucking hell of an atmosphere, especially when everyone's against you. And just like Ebanie said as well, I feed off that energy, and once I walk out into that arena, I'm possessed and do what I have to do, just keep all that belt.
When you talk about your experience now, you know, you see these more inexperienced fights coming with this energy, and like you're saying, you look at what you've been through, stadium fights, you know, the defeat behind closed doors, the injuries, you've been there, you've seen it, you've done it all. That experience is key at this level.
I'm fucking old nowadays. I was speaking to one of you younger videographers and he was saying, oh, you've always been about you. Like, you've never been about us as long as I've been watching boxing. I said, nowadays, son, you're on 20. Fucking hell. You know, so when me and you were first doing the arena shows, when I had a beautiful hairline, good aspirations, you know, he could have been just, we didn't have any pubes at the time. So, but yeah, I've been around and I've been around. Obviously, a lot of these young fighters are going to be full of confidence. They're going to be excited, but I think forget, you know, sometimes my name doesn't get respect. I'm not asking for it, but I've been in with challenges all throughout my career. You'd be able to get past him, or he's too much for Josh, too strong, too awkward, too much power. Josh, he's like pull a puncher. I've heard it all. For me, just got to concentrate what I do best, and I believe it'll be enough to get it done on Saturday night.
And finally, 2 p.m. start, break for the England match. Could be the best atmosphere we've seen in the Leeds arena. When you see young fighters like this, you remember how hungry you were to win that world title. How much does the fire still burn within the heart of Josh Warrington for this belt and what lays ahead?
It still burns. Girls need to be paid. Mrs. Warren wants a couple of new bathrooms, and she's already had a new Range Rover. So these things don't come cheap. And I know that bigger paydays come after unification fights. We're talking some serious stuff. So listen, the aspiration's still there. I've set a goal of having them away trips of unifying the belts. I've been so close to for it to happen, and things like pandemic and taking out the ball. Now I'm back in that position, get taken care of Saturday, and then it's a full year, it's a full ballpark to get what we've always dreamed of. That's the fight of a champion, and like I say, I have that way there, but I'll take the opportunity to say, and I said it the other day on one of the videos, a massive thank you to those who come along on Saturday night. Obviously, bills are tight this moment in time. It's fucking freezing, so the majority of people's bills are going on to putting the heating on. Christmas is round the corner, food is through the roof, prices, but people are still coming out to support them. They have done for many years, and when I first started coming through, my support fans were labelled as casuals. Casuals are still coming 8, 9, 10 years later. Some of them have been coming from the very start, and they haven't missed the fight that Leeds win, and they'll be there in the stands, singing passionately as always. So I just want to say a massive thank you for that, massively spurs me on. I'm in the barrels outside, and I'll do the business inside.
It's only the media today. Don't worry, tomorrow is the fans open to the public. But just echoing that, we've had some tremendous nights in the Leeds arena, and I honestly believe that Saturday with the football, this is going to be wild. And this is a tremendous elite fight in the featherweight division. A fantastic fight. Josh Warrington against Lopez for the IBF World Featherweight title. An unbelievable co-main event. Ebanie Bridges against Shannon Courtney. The return of Felix Cash. Great fight between Metcalf and Courtney Pennington. Rhiannon, Dixon, Junaid Bostan, Hopey Price, Shannon Courtney, Corey O'Reilly and Kobe McNamara, and others as well on a huge card on Saturday night. We're going to be in here for the weigh-in tomorrow. This time we'll get more claps because it won't just be the media. The fight fans will be in here tomorrow for the weigh-in. They'll be there on Saturday night, live on the zone, all around the world. We're going to have head-to-heads up here, and we'll see you tomorrow for the weigh-in. Thank you.
Thank you.